agriculture is still the #1 industry in Virginia, which I know is shocking to some people, especially for those of us who live close to Northern Virginia and are accustomed to those kinds of jobs and things. But agriculture is really what fuels Virginia's economy. And certainly not all of them are small farmers like what we have here. There are bigger commercial farms, but farms and farmers markets are really a vital part of our economy and of our communities, and what make Virginia, I think, a really great place to live.
Well, and what we see with the farmers markets around here, they're wildly popular.
They are very popular, and I think too, as people become more educated about the food system, as people become sick sometimes because of the foods they eat, or they can't tolerate certain foods anymore, they do make the switch to something where they can kind of shake the hand of the person who grew it, and they can ask questions and say, is this safe for me? Is it safe for my family? Is this something that's going to make me feel good or feel better? Because people want to, good stuff in, right? Lots of energy and great thoughts out, and that's what we want. And it's great for these farmers. A lot of them live down on the Northern Neck, which is certainly not an affluent area like Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania, Stafford is. And they really keep the economies going down there, because they're not just growing stuff. They're buying tractors, they're buying, other inputs, seeds and fertilizers. They're wholesaling down there, and then also selling to local restaurants and retailing here.
Well, and for the person who hasn't been to a farmer's market lately, there's a lot offered here. It has changed. It continues to change.
It does. It really evolves every year. I mean, certainly there are fruits and vegetables, and that really is the backbone of what we do. We have locally raised meats and seafood. Mr. Headley, has his own oystering business, so he goes out and catches those oysters, harvests. He doesn't catch them. Harvests those oysters and brings them back for us. But we also have a new gluten-free baker, so that's certainly a niche that we're trying to fill. We have a vegan prepared foods vendor, and that's certainly a new niche. If people are wanting to try, what would it be like if I ate, vegan chicken salad? Well, his vegan chicken salad is very, very good. So, that, and then we also have our fun vendors like the lemonade and the kettle corn. I mean, certainly we would call those sometimes foods, but it's fun to be able to, come out with your family, get the kids a little treat, let them pick out. I mean, the fruits and vegetables are just beautiful. When the vendors roll those truck doors open, out here in the morning at 5 o'clock, and the cantaloupe smell just wafts out, it is so wonderful and amazing. You just can't get anything better.
And this time of year, you can't get it. It's not any better.
No, everything really is at the peak. Tomatoes, my gosh, if you have been suffering through grocery store tomatoes, please stop and come down here, and try. I would say you could easily find 10 or 12 varieties just, from where I sit here, kind of up in the park. There's bound to be something new. If you're worried about an acidic tomato, we've got some yellow ones that are low acid. We have some beautiful little tiny sun golds that are just like candy from the garden. And of course, corn and peaches and all the stuff that watermelons you'd expect to see this time of year.
How long does the farmer's market go? How long will you go here?
Our typical season is April through October. That's when we have all of our vendors here every Saturday. Most of our vendors then stick in from November and December through Christmas, and we have some diehards that are here every Saturday year round. So you can still get seafood and cheese and bread and things like that during the winter.